说中文。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello there, newbies. This is Chinese Pod, bringing you lessons in spoken Mandarin all the way from Shanghai, China. My name is Ken Carroll.
Hi there, I'm Jenny.
Now, Jenny, what you usually do at this point is give us a quick intro to the lesson. Would you be so kind?
Of course. Today we will look at the words for morning and afternoon.
Morning and afternoon.
Yes.
All right. So you may guess that this is a very basic lesson. All right. And it's about a meeting, a time that somebody might meet.
Yes.
Who do you think could be talking to who in this particular story?
I think two business acquaintances.
Okay.
Or even friends.
Friends? Maybe talking on a phone?
Yes.
I tell you something.
Or two secret lovers.
I think secret lovers could be a really interesting angle on this.
What a twist.
Well, yeah, I mean, literally. But the interesting thing is that this language, because we choose the high frequency language, it could be used in many different contexts.
Yes.
As you said, I think a phone call, you're actually in the middle of a phone call possibly about what time we'll meet up tomorrow to follow up on things. Or, again, another phone call potentially, but between two lovers who are trying to arrange a secret meeting.
Yes. Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. For whatever reason, we don't go into those kind of things here.
Shall we listen?
Let's listen.
Dialogue first time.
我明天上午来。
上午不太方便，
那明天下午可以吗？
下午可以。
Second time.
我明天上午来。
上午不太方便，
那明天下午可以吗？
下午可以。
Third time.
我明天上午来。
上午不太方便，
那明天下午可以吗？
下午可以。
Wow. So let's
Interesting
translate
stuff.
it, indeed.
我明天上午来。
So I'm coming over tomorrow morning.
我明天上午来。
I want to come over tomorrow morning.
我明天上午来。上午不太方便。
Morning is not that convenient.
上午不太方便。
Morning doesn't really work.
上午不太方便。那明天下午可以吗？
What about tomorrow afternoon?
那明天下午可以吗？
How about tomorrow afternoon?
那明天下午可以吗？下午可以。
Tomorrow afternoon is okay.
下午可以。
Tomorrow afternoon is okay.
下午可以。
Okay, now we do leave this open. I mean,
Yes.
We let the actors do it as they feel, right in with these parts. But I think this is really potentially interesting from an intrigue perspective. Now, let's take it from the top. Again, this is super high frequency language. Let's look at the first sentence, Jenny. Could we hear that, please?
我明天上午来。我明天上午来。
Now, from a top-down perspective, let's try to get the general idea here.
Yeah.
The last word in this sentence here is
来。来。
lai,
That's a second tone,
second tone, lai,
meaning to come.
to come.
To come over.
Right, good. And the sentence starts with the pronoun for I.
我。我。
Okay,
Third tone.
yeah. Now, in the middle, we have
明天上午。明天上午。
now, 明天 means
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. And the expression for morning was
上午。上午。
now, 上午 is an interesting little piece of work here. Let's look at it. First of all, what are the tones on that?
上 fourth tone, and 五 third tone.
So 4 and 3.
Yes.
上午.
上午
Good. Now it means morning.
对
It means sort of before noon, literally.
exactly.
It means before noon.
Because 五 means noon.
Means noon. Okay.
And 上 means upper.
Upper. Yeah, interesting.
On
Now-
top.
on top of. Now, so the interesting thing here is that there's another way to say morning. Like early morning, you probably use this form
早上
早上.
Yes.
But this suggests
quite early morning. I would say before 10 o'clock, maybe between
早上
6
means
to 10.
good, yes.
Shorter time span, whereas 上午 could mean anything from like 8 till before noon.
Okay, so it's closer to noon.
Yes.
Okay. So let's hear that sentence again. Now, so we'll listen for it again. So literally translated, it's I tomorrow before noon will come over.
我明天上午来。我明天上午来。
Okay. Now there's a problem here for these two lovers or whatever. So you can't come over in the morning. So how was that?
上午不太方便。上午不太方便。
Now let's take it from the back here. So the expression at the back is
方便。方便。
now that's first tone and fourth tone, right?
Yes.
So let's hear it again, please.
方便。
Now, 方便 means convenient,
Yeah.
handy.
Yes.
Right? And it is really, really used a lot in Chinese, actually. This phrase is very, very 方便.
Yes.
There you go. It's a very handy phrase. So, again, one more time, a convenient is
方便。
when you're describing something as very convenient, you have the expression
太方便。太方
meaning
便
or。too handy. Yes, and then the negative form was
不太方便。不太方便。
now literally translated that when that's not too convenient.
Yes.
It's a kind of a hedging way to say
Yeah.
that's not really going to work. It's not too convenient. Let's hear it again. Not too convenient.
不太方便。不太方便。
Now, at the beginning of this sentence, we repeat the expression from morning, and that is
上午。上午不太方便。上午不太方便。
great. So the morning time doesn't really work. It's not too convenient.
And in Chinese, well, I guess same as in English, when you say 不太方便, you're actually meaning it's not very convenient at all.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's a nice way of
Euphemism.
indeed, it's a polite way of saying forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
不太方便, no. Okay. Well, in that case, how about the afternoon?
那明天下午可以吗？那明天下午可以吗？
So, na meaning, well then, therefore,
Yeah.
tomorrow afternoon.
明天下午。明天下午。
Now, we have this expression for tomorrow. Let's look at it.
明天。明天。
So, leave it at that. Tomorrow is 明天, that's fine.
Yes.
And then the expression for afternoon is
下午。下午。
yeah, 下午. Now, let's contrast the morning with the afternoon.
上午。上午。Morning.
Yes?
下午。下午。Afternoon.
Afternoon. Now, it's interesting here because the prepositions here for up and down, it's
Yes.
literally. So the word 上 is fourth tone and it means up.
上。
Shang, right? That describes the morning.
Yes.
Right.
So the upper part of the day.
That's upper part of the day, the upper noon,
Yes.
literally translated.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
And lower noon is.
下午。下午。
Why is this so? It seems arbitrary and it's almost counterintuitive for an English sort of perspective. Here's a mnemonic that I think helps. If you think of shang as in the upper part, think of that as a waterfall.
Yeah.
Right? So the waterfall starts at the top
Yes.
and it goes from
上
towards
下
xia. So that's one way to remember it. You'll see it a lot. Which comes first? It can be quite confusing. Think of the waterfall.
Ken's famous mnemonic
Ah, yeah.
at work.
So let's look at the sentence again. So therefore, tomorrow afternoon, does that work?
那明天下午可以吗？那明天下午可以吗？
Great. Again, tomorrow afternoon is
明天下午，
good.
明天下午
明天下午. And then, is that possible?
可以吗？可以吗？
可以吗? Is that possible? Is that okay? Does that work? Great expression. Let's
Yes.
listen to it again, please.
可以吗？可以吗？
Now, in response,
下午可以，下午可以
so meaning the afternoon
is fine.
is fine. It works.
Yes.
So one more time.
下午可以，下午可以。
There you go. Wow, interesting little dialogue. Again, it's always useful, I believe, to paint a picture in your mind of who might be saying this to whom. So it looks to me very much like a phone call, right?
yes.
Business agreement, some other agreement to meet
Yeah.
together. Or, as you said, the lovers trying to steal away and find time to meet her for some reason.
Exactly.
Okay, let's listen to it 3 more times, shall we?
可以。Dialogue first time.
我明天上午来。
上午不太方便，
那明天下午可以吗？
下午可以。
Second time.
我明天上午来。
上午不太方便，
那明天下午可以吗？
下午可以。
Third time.
我明天上午来。
上午不太方便，
那明天下午可以吗？
下午可以。
All right, then. Point about all of this stuff to me is, well, there's a number of points. But one thing is patterns. All right, looking for patterns in the language.
Yeah.
So morning and afternoon and looking for how those sentences, the sentence patterns, how they reoccur.
Yes.
And another thing that I'm thinking about a lot recently, I want to just mention is, learning and change. I mean, I've been thinking a lot about what learning is and how do you define it? And you could either define it at the level of sort of neural level, right? Like chemicals in your brain and you're making connections. And that's very true. But I think in many ways also learning is about change, right? What can you do after the lesson that you couldn't do before it, right? So I really think it's useful to think in terms of change. So what can these lessons do? So we think about this when we prepare them.
Yeah.
Well, right now, you could talk about something on the phone. You could actually arrange a meeting and stuff like that. So I think sometimes it's useful to look at learning in those terms. What can I do with this that I couldn't do before I learned it?
It's incredibly motivating.
I hope so. Anyway, that's enough philosophy for one day. We will be back with more philosophy and more lessons, indeed, I do
Of
believe.
course.
Yeah. When precisely will we be back?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
明天
明天.
上午 or 下午
Good.
anytime.
Anytime. Excellent. Well, let's go then, and we will be back again 明天. Okay.
再见。
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0748.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0748 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0748.